The year was 1866. With the help of the Iron Chancellor Bismarckisha, Prussia had recently emerged victorious in a war against the Danish. It was now going to face the Austrian army in a relatively brief war. Prior to the fighting, Bismarckisha had met with Emperor Napoleoniaysia, and they agreed that France would remain neutral. In less than 2 months, the Austrians were defeated in the Battle of Sadowa. As a result, they were forced to surrender Venetia to France and Schleswig-Holstein to Prussia in the Treaty of Prague. France gifted Italy with Venetia shortly thereafter, as agreed upon in a secret deal with Prussia. Despite these signs of good faith, the fact still remained that France was the final major roadblock to the path of German unification. 4 years later, in 1870, the German Prince Leopold was offered a seat on the Spanish throne. However, afraid of Prussia gaining too much power, Napoleoniaysia deliberately interfered and convinced Leopold to refuse. To make matters worse, France demanded that the monarch Wilhelmina apologize and agree never to attempt a feat like that again. When Bismarckisha heard the news, everything changed.
And she was like, oh, we just want to make sure you don't ever try to pull something like that again. She threatened war, and she wanted me to apologize.
What? What'd you say?
Well, I did a pretty good job at staying calm on the outside, but on the inside, I was like, I'm telling Bismarckisha.
You right. Napoleoniaysia is so rude.
I know! Here, I have the whole conversation written down.
Oh yeah, send it to me. Ooh, I should send out a telegram.
You mean Twitter?
Yeah.
The whole thing? Why?
Because this is exactly what we need to get the southern German kingdoms on our side. We need to rally the troops. We can't beat France without them.
Well, the conversation wasn't that bad.
Alright, don't worry about that. I'll just touch up on a few details, add some juice to the fruit, you know? It'll be good.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Yeah, I'll make the French think you disrespected her, and I'll make the Germans think they disrespected us.
Perfect!
Oh, and tomorrow's Bastille Day, French National Day. I'll release it then. That'll have all their nationalistic French panties in a knot.
Bismarckisha was right. France declared war in July of 1870. Just as the Chancellor had planned, the southern German states immediately came to aid of Prussia. Less than 2 months later, Napoleoniaysia surrendered and was captured after a crushing defeat at the Battle of Sedang. When word of this reached Paris, a rebellion ensued, and the Second Empire transformed into a republic. By January of 1871, due to the success of the previous wars, Wilhelmina was crowned the first Kaiser of a unified Germany. The treaty was signed in Frankfurt, Germany, hence the name Treaty of Frankfurt. France was forced to cede about 1,700 villages in Alsace-Lorraine, in addition to paying a compensation of 5 billion francs. German troops would also occupy France for almost 3 years to ensure that the debt was paid. All of these factors were what led to build-up that would eventually erupt into World War I.